The American people are extremely concerned. Voters are worried that we do not have the right people making decisions for us here in the United States. And we are now starting to see this. We're seeing the U.S. southern border turning into a massive crisis, but we got the people in Congress that are, 60, 70, 80 years old making those decisions. We got the people in Congress making decisions about which wars we should potentially be in, which countries we should fight for. And this is turning into another massive problem. But something else is at the forefront of this issue. And this is coming up, and this is going to impact every single one of us. Over 300 million Americans are going to be affected by this one decision. So I want to break down what that one decision is, why it's turning into a massive issue, and why many voters say this is their top concern right now. So I will break that down in just a moment. All I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So what is one of the main concerns that voters have right now? Well, it's actually the age of our candidates. For instance, President Biden's age and fitness, this is on the top of the list of voters' concerns according to a poll. It says the latest NBC News poll shows 76% of voters are concerned about Biden's age, compared with 61% who have concerns about Trump's legal challenges. Here's the thing. President Biden is currently 81 years old. Former President Donald Trump and the current frontrunner for Republicans is 77 years old. President Biden would turn 82 years old in November, just a couple weeks after the election. Former President Donald Trump, he would turn 78 in the middle of June. So these are concerns. The big concern, though, is President Biden is in the media. He is in the media and he is talking and he's forgetting who the current president of Israel is and mixes up him with the president of Mexico. He says he talked to Mitterrand from France. Well, this person died years ago. So again, his memory is not the sharpest. But at the same time, former President Donald Trump did mix up Speaker Nancy Pelosi, or former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, with Nikki Haley. So both of them have their concerns. But voters say the age of our candidates is highly concerning. This is also something that Nikki Haley has put out, but obviously she is not at the age of both of these candidates. I want to play you this clip though, because in this clip, President Biden, he is defending his age, and he's defending his age against this. This is a U.S. Department of Justice Special Counsel report. They were going over this report simply because of the classified documents that were found in President Biden's garage, okay? But in it, they say a few things. They say, and they reference President Biden's age. They say his memory appeared hazy. They also say he's significantly limited. And this is what I'm going to play in just a second, they say he's a well-meaning elderly man with poor memory. Now, let's play this clip from President Biden as he's defending his age.
I know there's some attention paid to some language in the report about my recollection of events. There's even reference that I don't remember when my son died. How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business. Let me tell you something. Some of you have commented, I wear since the day he died, every single day, the rosary he got from Our Lady of... Every Memorial Day we hold a service remembering him, attended by friends and family and the people who loved him. I don't need anyone to remind me when he passed away or passed away.
Something the special counsel said in his report is that one of the reasons you were not charged is because, in his description, you are a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's
How
totally
bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad I let you speak. That's
Do you
my
feel your memory has gotten worse, Mr.
No,
President?
my memory is not good. My memory is fine. My memory. Take a look at what I've done since I become president. None of you thought I could pass any of the things I got passed. How'd that happen? You know, I guess I just forgot what was going on.
We're going to get to more of that in just a moment, but here's what experts say. Experts say that when you start losing your memory, or it's like when an athlete starts losing their ability to dribble a basketball, kick a soccer ball, throw a football, they get defensive about their abilities. It's the same thing for elderly people. When an elderly person is trying to write and their hand is just very shaky, okay, they will blame everybody else. They will blame the food that they ate. They will blame maybe they drank coffee or tea or something and it's just too strong and now they're very shaky. Experts say this is what happens. That it's one of those things that, can you just go with it? Can you accept the fact that you're getting older? That maybe your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be. At 81, almost 82 years old, his memory is going to be worse than what it was, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. It's going to be worse. The same goes for former President Donald Trump. Okay? His memory, once he crosses that 80-year threshold, it's going to be a little bit fuzzy. He's not going to remember everything. And so for President Biden to come out and saying that his memory is fine is, according to some, this is somewhat of a red flag. Your memory will be, it's not going to be as good as it once was. But you have to accept that. You have to understand that is part of the problem of getting older. Let's keep listening to this interview.
Mr. President, for months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, "Watch me." Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They expressed concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Why does it have to be you now? What is your answer
Because
to
I'm
that
the most
question?
qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Did you see how he got defensive when they asked, why you? Well, then he goes on to say he is the most qualified person in this country and he needs to finish the job that he started. Well, this is part of the problem. As of right now, Democrats don't have many options if they want to replace President Biden as a president. Who are they going to put there? Seriously, who would they put in charge? The Republican side has multiple candidates. Yes, obviously former President Donald Trump, he is the front runner. But there are other candidates that could potentially be president as well. Would they be better than former President Donald Trump? Some say no. The majority of polls say no, absolutely not. But would they be better than current President Joe Biden? Many polls say yes, they would be. And it has nothing to do with the politics. It has nothing to do with whether they're Republican or a Democrat. All it has to do with is their mental awareness. Okay? Their acuity. That's what they're asking. And here's my question to you. Do you think that age is becoming a factor in the White House, but also in Congress? Because in Congress, the House of Representatives, okay, they are a little bit younger than the average age in the Senate, but in the Senate, wow, we got Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. He's an older gentleman, and he has had many issues over the past year where he steps up to the podium, steps up to the mic, and can't remember why he's there, and he goes silent for 20 to 30 seconds. It's scary, but again, is age a factor? I ask you this, and let me know in the comment section below. Do you think there should be an age limit when serving our country? Let me know down in the comment section below. But listen to this. Okay? Listen to this right here. I just want to play this really quick. It's about 5-10 seconds.
We're left to wonder why this report spends time making gratuitous and inappropriate criticisms of the president.
Now, he's talking about that special counsel report. Why would you spend time and put that in a report when it has to do with taking classified documents, forgetting that they're in your garage? Well, here's the thing. That is something that you cannot just say, oh, I forgot. I didn't realize they were classified documents. That's one of the reasons why they put that in there. But at the same time, are they actually throwing some shade against President Biden and saying that, you know what, you're too old? There should be better options. Well, here's the thing. President Biden's allies can't even agree on how to combat questions about his age and memory. They don't know what to say. They have no clue. And the reason for this is because how do they go and say that his age isn't a factor when they are also saying that for former President Donald Trump, his age could be a factor? So how can an 81-year-old not have any age issues, but a 77-year-old could have some issues regarding his age, right? How can that happen? Well, this is where Democrats are extremely worried. Look at this. It says, hair on fire. Democratic worries grow over claims about Biden's memory loss. One of the things we cannot have a president that is forgetful. We can't have a president that can't do the job. And it doesn't matter if it's a Republican president or a Democratic president. We cannot have somebody that does not know what they're doing, doesn't know who they're talking to, doesn't know why we are potentially in a war. And I'm not saying that President Biden does not know why the United States is being attacked by Iranian-backed militia. He knows. But at the same time, sometimes he forgets which path to take to get back into the White House. He forgets who he's talking to. He forgets who he talked to in the past couple weeks. Now, I'm 30-some years old, and sometimes I forget that as well. But at the same time, I'm not standing in front of millions and millions of people trying to lead a country. I'm not doing that. And I wouldn't do that. But all I can tell you right now is the American people are highly concerned because of what is going on right now. We are seeing the American voters are looking at our candidates and wondering, are either one of them able to do this job? Well, we're going to find out come November 5th because that is the election day. That is when we'll find out who the next president of the United States will be. Will it be President Joe Biden again for the second consecutive term, or will it be former President Donald Trump? As of right now, those are the two candidates that are our front runners. But we will see if things change very soon. If they do, Democrats are going to have to really work because there's not a lot of time left. So that is what we know as of right now. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.